Hi guys, Lord Magicus, and we're gonna play more Merfolk and Legacy. Alright, well, we did okay last time with Mono Blue, but we're gonna try a few small changes to it this league and see how it goes. So first thing, we're gonna cut one island for another Waterlogged Grove. I'm not sure whether 11 and 2 or 10 and 3 is gonna be better. It seems like it'd be very close, but you know what? We tried the other one last time, so let's just try this time. Um, the other major change is we're going to take out a Regery, and we took out the main deck Venser and put it back in the board so we could put the two Dismembers in the main deck. Now, reason that we're playing extra Lords in the first place is because things like Engineer are a huge problem, but Dismember deals with them, so that should help us a lot. It also buys us some time against stuff like Knight of the Reliquary and some other problem creatures, maybe like Dreadhorde Arcanist, that we need to be able to kill right away. So let's see if main deck Dismember does anything. And it's always good against stuff like Monastery Mentor, because you have to get that off the board as soon as possible. So if you fail to force it, then maybe you might be able to Dismember it away instead. And because we're a little bit better protected against Engineer with this, we could afford to cut one of the 3-drops to put, or one of the Lords, yeah, to put this in. Means our deck is a little bit soft to like bridge now because we don't have a main deck bounce effect, but so be it. If we're just gonna have to hope that we don't see it. And honestly, we don't come up against it very often, so I think we'll be fine. We still have 3 bounce effects and a bunch of counter magic, so in games 2 and 3 I feel confident against those. Other than that, everything else is going to stay the same here. Changes in the sideboard, since we cut the one... Damn, I think it was maybe Phyrexian Revoker that might have been in the slot. We cut one of those so we could put the Venser back. And then since we moved the 2 Dismembers main deck, we were able to add another Surgical and another Force Negation, which if we come up against something like Reanimator again, we'll be a little bit better prepared to take that on. Plus, the Surgical is also better against decks like Punishing Fire, for like those sort of decks, where you really need to like exile that card from their graveyard so they can't just keep killing off all your stuff. And Force helps if we come up against other combo decks like Sneak and Show, so I think that's fine. Other than that, everything else is going to stay the same. So yeah, let's take this in. I do think that Tidebinder Mage is going to be good if we come up against Dreadhorde Arcanist. We saw the power of it versus the mono red present deck. Like, it was ridiculously strong. So I'm hope, and even if we come up against Hogak, this might actually be good. If we can just keep it from attacking us in turn 2, that would be nice. They play like Hogak in turn 2, and we respond with Tidebinder Mage. Like, that would help, I think. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of ways that it can help us while advancing our game plan and not being useless on its own. So let's get into some leagues or some league matches and see how this happens. All right, let's do it. So yeah, tomorrow's the day. Art, rest in peace, Hogak. Oh, I also want to say, you'll notice I have this adorable little Augur of Bolas over on the left here, where the Lord of Atlantis used to be. This artwork was done by Ishton, and I absolutely, if you like this style of art, Ishton does like amazing work. Tokens, all kinds of like fan walkers, and I believe they're doing commission right now, so definitely check out Ishton on Twitter. Alright, on the draw. Let's go. This is okay. I mean, we've got 2 lands and a bunch of stuff with force. We're good. They mulled to 6. Okay, that's got to be good for us, right? Alright. What do you got? Oh, fuck, it's Eldrazi. Endless 1 for 2, that's fine. We can deal with that. Endless 1 for 2, Jesus Christ. This is only going to get worse, like... Alright, I think we have to, like, do something to slow this down. we're going to get attacked for way too much if we don't do that, so we're just hoping that it's not going to be like Thought Not Seer next turn, so I'm fine with getting attacked for 2 before I can put up defense. I'm not fine with getting attacked for 4. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, that's happening. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Alright. We gotta do something to stop this because we're gonna get wrecked by this shit. That's okay. So we are gonna get attacked for 6 next turn unless we trickster something down. I think here what's gonna happen is I'm going. Let's see. How do I want to go about doing this? I could flash in Trickster to tap this down and not get attacked for a turn. But then Lord and Coralhelm. We could play the Lord right now, but then that means we're getting attacked for at least 6 and maybe more. I think we're just going to use Trickster to slow him down, and maybe if we draw another Lord next turn, we might have double Lord, so the Trickster can eat this thing. Oh, shit. Yeah, alright, well. Alright, let's try. That's gonna hit for the hardest, so let's tap that down. We have to just eat some of these things, because we can't keep getting attacked for this. Alright, True Name Nemesis is kind of good at the moment if we could find it. Okay, that's not useless. Alright, we're still in this. Dismember can deal with the Reality Smasher, so the only thing is we're going to have to discard this Waterlogged Grove in order to be able to dismember it. So how do I want to do this? We're going to take 4 from this, so that's going to happen. If I can vial this in and level it up once, and then use the Dismember on the Smasher, which means we're going to go to 9 from that, and then we're going to take 4. We're going to go to 5. I don't know. Then the following turn, if we draw land, this can go up to level 4. Otherwise, it can just be a 4/4 that might trade this. This is the best plan that we have at the moment. I'm going to wait till his turn to dismember it just in case something else terrible happens. So no blocks. Okay, so he's just stuck on a bunch of lands. So let's see. Options are, I think, if we take Vial up to 3, then we could put True Name in to deal with this, but I think more than likely we're just going to have to hope to draw a land so we can get this leveled up. And then it can eat it easily. I think I'm just going to keep it on 2 and then hope that we draw a land. There we go. Perfect. Well, we're not in a position to attack right now, but let's see if he wants to attack us. Because also, like, if Reality Smasher comes in, we're fucked. Okay, well, now we have to do this. Thought Not eats nothing from us. So we have a land, so if we draw True Name, we're good. He can't attack us at the moment. So no. That was a sick draw. Coralhelm doing some serious work right now. So this is a 5/5, this is a 5/5. I could attack with this one. If they attack with both, then we can block one. That just means we're dead to, like, Reality... Well, no, if Reality Smasher comes in, then, like, we'd have to throw this away, but we have to start winning the game here. I think that attacking with this Coralhelm this turn is going to put us in a position where we can potentially win, so let's do that. Because next turn... Yeah, if he doesn't kill us this turn, then next turn this just becomes a 6/6 flying, this is a 6/6 flyer, and we attack for 12 in the air. That's got to be good for us. Yeah, no, he's dead. Alright, Coralhelm got there for us. Jeez! That was brutal, but yeah, managed to get there just in the nick of time. Alright, well, Chalice of the Void is an absolutely, like, stone cold dead card against them, so let's just take that out right now. Okay, let's see. Definitely want that. Echoing Truth actually is okay. Just things that interact in general are fine. Force of Negation is not amazing. It can't counter the creatures. The only thing is that it counters stuff like All Is Dust. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that that's enough. Venser is okay. It's also not, like, a super great. I guess could take in Venser and then, like, a Tidebinder Mage. That would be okay. And there's nothing else I want to take out here. Like, Biomancer is not super great, but at the same time, it also draws us towards the things that we do need. I mean, there could be a critical turn where Venser interacts with something, so who knows. This just puts more beef on the board. I mean, Force of Negation... Like, what do they even play in, like, the Eldrazi deck that... I think it's just, like, All Is Dust, GT, and Ratchet Bomb. I'm going to see if I can find this quickly. I only have a minute to kind of make up my mind about this. You look like an Eldrazi deck. What do you got? Nope, that's not the one I want. Yeah, okay. So All Is Dust, Warping Whale, Karn the Great Creator. Okay, so yeah, we definitely need Venser against that. You know what? I'll take out the Tidebinder. I'll bring in one Force of Negation. It looks like they probably have, like, a few spells that are worth countering. Like Ensnaring Bridge on the sideboard. They're going to bring in, like, Ratchet Bombs, or I imagine, so... Alright, I think the one Force will be fine. Yeah, and we have answers to stuff like Bridge. Yeah, that makes sense that they're going to play, like, Karn in this deck, so... They can turn to a Karn, it's not irrelevant. This hand is okay, like, Vial is fine unless they go with Sorcerous Spyglass. Dismember is also okay. We have 3 things we can do for 1 mana, and this ticks up to put our 3 drops in. It's a really big risk, but I think I'm going to keep it here. Because we just... Like, this and this are both very good cards against them, so I want to have them. Alright. Okay, that's going to help, too. Alright, so let's put out our Vial. If they waste a turn with Sorcerous Spyglass, like next turn, we can still at least play Benthic Biomancer. Revoker's fine. We can actually Echoing Truth it at some point and then just Vial stuff in. Okay. Honestly, like, they could be doing way better right now, so I'm not that concerned. We're gonna tick it up anyway. Play Biomancer. Pass. Okay, so what do you got? Karn? No, it's Eldrazi uncounterable, so... Thought Not Seer. Okay, that sucks. Alright, well, let's dismember it while we can. Alright, so we're gonna draw a card, and... Alright, I mean, it's not irrelevant, like... These are all fine cards to have. And he did use a Spirit Guide to do this, so it's worth knowing. Yeah, True Name, they have to take that. Like, that's just too good. They're not gonna attack, come on, there's no way. Yeah. We're attacking, not them. But it does mean that on a critical turn, we might be using... Oh, that might be just going out the window now. So here's the thing, like... I guess we just play Regery here. I'm going to attack. If he wants to block, that's fine. It'll unlock our Vial. Yeah, it doesn't want us to be able to Vial things in, so... Alright. So he's got 3 mana at the moment. Hopefully no more lands. Because if he plays more lands, he has to sack the city. We do have Force up still, which is nice. Eldrazi Mimic, that's fine. We can deal with that. I don't really care about that much. No, I'm not interested in ticking that up right now. I can attack with the Biomancer pretty freely here. Venser is probably Force Food at some point, but... I could also attack with the Mutavault. That's not terrible. You could trade the Mimic with the Biomancer. That's okay. But I think I'd rather get in with this, because then we can hold up Trickster or Threaten. If he blocks, then we'll just pump it, so... The Trickster is worth a lot more with a Regery on the table right now. And we also still have the line of Bounce Revoker and Violin the Trickster if we really wanted to. Alright, what do you got going? Endless one? That's okay. That's also okay. See, like, now we can actually, like, hurt him a lot here. He's got 4 cards, but let's tap this down. Tap that down. Like, he's not going to attack with the Revoker, so... Alright, that's beautiful. So let's adapt Biomancer first. Definitely discard Vial. And let's attack. Get in for 9. So we definitely have the option to Venser something. Echoing Truth is also an option, and then just attack with those 3 again. This looks promising. I think that as long as nothing too crazy happens right now, I think we're in a good spot. He's stuck on 3 mana right now. Like, even Reality Smasher is not that big a deal. This Venser can bounce it and at a critical point, and we can just come in for lethal. Yeah, I don't. I think that honestly, the Eldrazi deck's probably this deck has to be doing okay right now because it is a turn one Chalice deck, and it's not weak to Plague Engineer as much. So they have a lot better stuff. All right, this looks like Smasher. Is it Smashy Smashy time? All right, it's Smashy Smashy time. So let's see, they're going to attack for 15, which means we do have to block something. If it's just that, I'm not actually that worried about that. He's at 5. I mean, that's pretty dangerous for him, too. I think, let's see, if you attack with everything, I have to block with Reedry, and then I still have 2, 4, 6 to kill you with, so that attack doesn't work. If you attack with just like 3 things, then Echoing Truth can bounce this and still kill you. Or Echoing Truth can bounce anything. So if you attack with, what, 2 things, like, I don't know, 2 things is... What happens here? Like, if you attack with 2 things, then I still bounce 1. So you have 1 blocker, and then, like, any 2 creatures. Yeah, I don't think any of these attacks actually work. Like, if you attack with a Mimic, I'm definitely not blocking. I can still bounce, you know, any 1 creature with the Echoing Truth. Okay, so that's pretty brave. I think that we just win here, right? So we take 7, we go to 7. Then we're gonna, yeah, we can bounce this back to their hand and then still attack, so that's fine. No blocks. Yeah, that being Ancient Tomb has definitely hurt him, so no. Oh, and that also just probably does it, because we can Reedry tap 1 and then, like... Yeah. I'll show him so he can see, like... Yeah, I don't think there was really much that he could do there that was going to turn that game around at that point. Like, having Echoing Truth there, and I believe, yeah, he saw it with Thought-Knots here, so he knew that I kind of had it, so... There really wasn't much he could do. Like, at that point, attacking with anything just exposes him, because I only need 2 things to get through in order to kill him, being at 5 life from the Ancient Tomb, so... That's rough. Yeah, you got stuck on land, so sometimes that's the price you pay for that. The Dismembers helped. That's definitely a plus. Alright, well, we get to be on the play this time, so that's great. This is a pretty good keep. We can go turn 2 Chalice, and then maybe turn 3 True Name Nemesis if we draw another land. The question is, I might actually want to keep the Benthic Biomancer in my hand for Force of Will, to be honest. Because I'm much more concerned with playing these 2. On turn 3, I would rather play Master after Chalice resolves. And I can always play this with the Cavern at some point if I want. Urborg. So this looks like we are up against... Okay, well, I'm going to have to counter this. Hopefully that we can just play the Chalice and he's not going to be able to, like, crop rotation, and that'll be good enough. Well, that helps. X is 1. So I'm assuming that we're up against a Dark Depths deck. We do have another Force, which is nice. Yeah, we have to counter that. And I'm pitching True Name just because we don't have any guaranteed way to cast it. Alright, that's still fine. Alright. This is tough for us, but I mean, we have stuff like crop rotation turned off at the moment. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm not going to crack this just yet. There's not really any reason to do so. I'll wait till his turn to crack the Grove on the end step. Yeah. I guess we just play Chalice on... I think we want to play this Chalice on 1 also. Because I don't want to give him a point where he can Abrupt Decay and then just... I mean, I don't want him to Abrupt Decay and then... Jesus Christ, I do that a lot. Oh, I just played it on 0. That's stupid. Whatever. Alright, well, that's a stupid mistake. Yeah. I'm tempted to play it on 1 and... It's because I keep tapping the mana first instead of the spell. Alright, let's hope it doesn't... I mean, there's some reason to put it on 0 because it turns off some stuff like Mox Diamond, but... It really, I'm more concerned about them going Abrupt Decay into killing the Chalice, but... Alright, well, we didn't get punished for it, so that's a good... Yeah. That was great. Let's see, we need Echoing Truth, we want Venser, we want Caracas. Chalice is fine. They're going to be bringing in Plague Engineer for sure, though. I don't believe in Benthic Biomancer in this matchup. I kind of want to bring in these 2 Tidebinder Mages, though, just on the off chance that they're playing Hogak in their deck. They didn't show us anything for it, but, I don't know, maybe. We might not need it that really, though. I mean, this could just be like the old black-green Depths deck. They didn't play like Satyr Wayfinder or anything of that sort, so who knows. I do like the Chalice in 1. It turned... you know what? No, okay, so there is a reason to bring in Tidebinder, and it's because Elfish Reclaimer. It can tap it down so they can't just use it as like an instant speed crop rotation effect. So we have to take out 2 cards for that. Jeez, what do we take out? Fuck. I don't want to take True Name out. It's okay, like, they do play a bunch of removal spells in their deck. They're also playing Plague Engineer in their deck, so maybe I should take some. Yeah, this is tough. I don't know if I believe in True Name here, but at the same time, like, they have some removal spells. I don't know. I guess I can take 2 out. Because I guarantee they're going to side in Plague Engineer, and True Name is really bad against a board where there's not more Lords anyway. Alright, we'll do that. We might adjust it depending upon what they show us. This is fucking awful, so let's mulligan this. They kept 7 now. There's no way. This is better. I think we're going to put True Name on the bottom. Alright. No Thoughtseize, that's good. And we draw Aether Vial, so that also helps a little bit. Alright. I mean, here, I believe if he plays Hexmage, we do have to counter that. Sylvan Scrying. That's not good for us, so how do we want to deal with that? I guess I'm going to exile the Tidebinder Mage. We're going to play Chalice on 1. Alright, actually on 1 this time. Because, yeah, Elvish Reclaimer and Crop Rotation are both ways that, you know, he was absolutely going to tutor for the Thespian stage. Yes. Okay, that's great. We'll play Mutavault. And then... I don't think I want to crack Grove just yet. Let's go. End of turn, I might crack it. Did he not do this last turn? That's surprising. Okay, so his hand's not that great right now. He's looking for a Thespian stage. Maybe he has, like, rotation in his hand and... Alright, so I think here... We can't really crack Grove, so let's animate Mutavault. We'll attack and play Basic Island. This deck does sometimes play Choke, so actually maybe there's a reason to play like Cavern instead. No, that's a good point. If they're going to play Choke, then we might want to play... I don't want them to wasteland this, so actually I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Cavern. Alright. Well, if I was going to play Cavern, I should have did that first and then like left that untapped. So that could be like a minor misplay. We're just hoping that he doesn't find it. So 6 cards, I'm hoping that Chalice is like really hurting right now. You know, there might have been a reason if we drew like True Name this turn to have the Grove last turn. Because I didn't think about... We might want to crack Grove with that in the stack if it's a 3-drop. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, see, like, now we just get punished by it. Alright, well... So this could have been an attack for 7, so actually... Damn it. Alright, so we're going to take Vial up. That was a sequencing thing. I didn't even think about that until, like, once this was on the stack. And now we are in trouble. So now Thespian Stage is threatening to copy that at any point, so we could have potentially had it here. I guess I still tick this up anyway. Alright, well it wouldn't have mattered because now he can just make a Merit Lodge at any point. So at least we're not like punished by this. Like we were gonna lose to this anyway. Alright, well let's make him do it. I don't know, maybe he'll forget. Alright, that's fine. I believe you got it. We're going to take 20 off of that, so... If we had put the Regery in play, then we potentially had it. We could have made him crack it in the middle of combat to not die. But no matter what we did there, we were not going to win that, so... So he hasn't shown us that he's playing like Hogak or anything, but I still believe Reclaimer's probably in his deck, so Tidebinder's not the worst. We definitely need to keep Coral Helmet's a flyer. He can deal with things. And I mean, Regery is fine, especially if we have, like, Trickster, because... Well... I don't know, maybe it's not, like... Regery is there to play around Plague Engineer. We do have Dismember for the Engineer. Yeah, it's hard to say. Maybe if we're on the play, we want more forces. I mean, I don't know, maybe I just don't believe in True Name Nemesis. Could cut like one land, because we are at 21 lands. But we still might want to hardcast these. It's tough. Could cut like Cavern of Souls. It's not that important. We'll just run with that. Or yeah, so we'll still be at 21 lands like that, so that's fine. His hand is not super great. 3 vials and a land. This looks poor. I don't think this is going to win. Mulligan. This is definitely much better. And I believe what we put on the bottom is Master the Pearl Trident. So we probably just want Coral Helm as a... like, these things both interact. Actually, you know what? No, I think we could reasonably put Aether Vial on the bottom. We probably don't need Vial, because we have lands to cast these spells. That's fine. Next turn we can play like Coral Helm or Master, either one. Yep. Okay. If he Thought Seizes, I'm going to just have to let him do it. Inquisition. Yeah, that's fine. Probably take Trickster here, which means that I'm going to play Coral Helm first. So that way we can potentially get it to be a flyer and then maybe block with it. Yep, that makes sense. Mox Diamond, okay. What do you got? Discarding Bajuka Bog. What else are you doing? Are you gonna like Thought Seize me again? What's your plan? I saw you tried to start paying for something. He kept 7 cards, so. Elvish Reclaimer. Yeah, I think we do have to counter that. That's effectively going to be a crop rotation, so, no. Alright, well, our life total is not super important right now, so... I'm just... No, hold on. Not inclined to tell him what I just drew. I mean, we might play it next turn, but... so be it. Yeah, it's happening. Alright, how do we do this here? I can level this up and attack with flying. I think what I want to do is put this at level 3, and then next turn I can play Coral Helm, level this up once, and then attack for 4 in the air. I mean, he could also potentially remove all the counters from this, but it would require him to sacrifice the Hexmage to do it, so I'm not terribly concerned if he wants to do that. Oh shit, I should have tapped it for black mana, because he has Urborg out, so there's no reason for me to hurt myself with that. I mean, the only good thing is that our life total does not really matter in this matchup at all. It's... Merit Lodge is either going to kill you or you're going to win, so there's not really much in between. Yeah, you can attack, that's fine. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, let's attack. Like, he can't afford to throw this thing away because it's not worth it. Alright, Merfolk. So now this is a 3/3. So this can block this, and there's not really anything. I don't think I'm going to block it, though. I'm just going to level this up and attack him for 10. Yeah, I mean... that's good. Let's do that first. We'll put Chalice on 1. That way it turns off a Fatal Push if he has it. Ah, shit! Alright, well, there's nothing we can do about that. Okay. Alright, well, attacking we cannot attack here because he'll just make a Merit Lodge and block. So we're gonna have to throw away a Coral Helm for a turn at least. Hopefully we can draw like Venser or Echoing Truth. But here we go, Coral Helm is buying us some time, so we're not dead for 2 turns. That's not good enough here. So we could play Regery, but then we're still going to have to throw away Coral Helm, and that's not enough. What else do we got? So what other lines are available? If we draw Echoing Truth, we could bounce this, but the other problem is if we throw away Grove to draw Venser, that's not enough right now. We could draw Merfolk Trickster, so if we draw Trickster, then it's safe to attack. So we don't have a choice. We have to just try to find a interactive spell. Okay, so we're good to attack for a turn. So this is going to be a good attack. So what are you going to do here? You have 2 cards. Like, you could have Abrupt Decay, and if you do, like, that's bad, but... So upkeep, I'm going to do this before there's any chance that he can draw an effect that destroys Chalice and lets him give this protection from blue. Alright, we have a chance here. This is if we how do we do this now? We have 7 power and yeah, Regery will do it. If he doesn't have a creature to block with, this will be 5 and this will be 4. Okay, let's see if we can get there. Is that 9? So what do you got? Thoughtseize is not going to do anything. I think we're going to beat Merit Lodge because of Coral Helm Commander. And we also have a Lord. So I guess let's just play the Marrow Regery. And I think that's going to do it. Coral Helms and Merfolk Trickster helped us steal this game with the backup of Chalice. This either wins or loses. If he has Abrupt Decay, then we're fucked, but if he does not have Decay, then I think we just win, so... No! Why? Oh, fuck! Alright, yeah, we're dead. We have nothing now. That was game winning. Alright. Alright, well, he had it the whole time, so we really tried. Like, we got into a position where he had to have it with, like, the last 2 cards in his hand, and he had it, so... But I think that match was a lot closer because of the Coral Helm. Like, it definitely helped. Fuck! That's frustrating. We got, like, that close and, like... Ah... Damn it. Why? Oh my god, just... Alright, well, it's just how it had to be, I guess. Alright, we're on the draw. Let's see if we can do better this time. Damn it, that last match was so close, too. That was ridiculous. We had that, too. Like, that was exactly what we needed. I think this is okay. It's not super amazing. He kept 7. Well, I guess we're going to keep this. It has a curve to it that we can... And we have creatures. This is usually a good card for us to see. As long as it doesn't get, like, Bayou. If it gets Bayou, we're probably in trouble. Okay, that's fine. Sure, you can preordain all you want. I'm going to play Island, and then probably Master the Pearl Trident. Maybe Trickster if we see, like, Dreadhorde Arcanist or some shit. This could also be a Storm deck. Who knows? Well, I don't want to be drawing more lands right now, that's for sure. This could, let's see what else. Probably a Delver deck. But I mean, Storm's still on the table. This is a really cool artwork for an island. I like this one. I think this one was from the Alara block. This was the Esper Island, if I recall correctly. Alright, so you're going to brainstorm. You're going to fetch away right away. I'm hoping to give us some indication of which of these creatures is going to be better to play. I don't want to do it if I don't want to play the, like, Master and expose it to, like, Fatal Push if I don't have to. But I also don't want to throw away Trickster if I know I'm going to need it for something. Okay, so this is definitely Storm. Yeah, that's fine. You take Force. So we're up against Storm, which means these are... Trickster, I guess, comes out first. Okay, what do we got? Alright, never mind. Fuck that. Get wrecked, Storm, bro. We are really good at magic cards. I'm hoping you kept a bunch of 1-drops in your hand that you can't cast now. I don't know, you know, better lucky than good, I guess. I mean, they still could do something here. Like, it's not beyond, you know, the capability for them to go for it. Like, Lotus Petal is so they have 2 petals in hand. Well, they know our hand. I'm just gonna F6 through this. It's fine. They're just playing them just because they don't want us to draw Chalice, I guess. What the fuck are you doing? You just cracked it on my turn. Okay, I don't like where this is going. What the fuck? This is my upkeep. What are you doing? Are you gonna ad nauseum Storm out on my turn? Do you understand that, like... Okay. What do we got? Well, to be fair, like, he's probably drawn enough stuff that he can just storm out anyway from this point. Okay, none of this really matters. I could play... I guess the best thing to do is just play Trickster and Mutavault, because that's the fastest way to beat them. Then next turn, we just play another land. So what's going to happen here? They can go 1, 2, 3, 4... Right? I think I don't know if they can get to 10, but they can probably buy themselves a lot of time. They have Tendrils in their hand, though, so... But, yeah, there's also an Infernal Tutor. Like, what I think they managed to, like, draw out of it. I guess he just needed to draw a bunch of cards in our turn so he didn't have to discard them. Alright, if I'm playing Trickster, there's no reason for me to do it, like, right now, so... So the 1-drops are all useless here. So he has, what, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana? Wait, why are there 2 Lotus Petals revealed here? Wait, what? What did this what was this revealed from? Like, I'm confused. How the hell did he reveal Lotus Petal so he has 3 of them in hand, but 2 in the graveyard? Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay. He's getting Past in Flames, I assume. Well, he doesn't have any of these cards in hand at the moment. So there's 1, 2, 3... Okay, I don't... Yeah, I guess. I think he's going to be able to probably do this. Maybe not, like... 7. He can cast 1, like, Preordain, but I don't think that's enough. Oh, no, he has Infernal Tutor. He can chain these, okay. Never mind. Yeah, he can just, like, cast it. Yeah, he's black mana to cast enough stuff. Okay, that's fine. Like, the Storm count here is lethal, because he can now... Yeah, I believe you. I know. You've definitely got this from here, because you can flashback Tendrils of Agony. That's fine. Alright, well, we tried. We really did, but I think what we need is Force. The other Tendrils version of this deck. I think we still bring in Echoing Truth just in case they do go for, like, Empty the Warrens. True Name is not necessary at this at all. Relic, because they're playing Cabal Ritual, so Relic is not irrelevant. And Mirror Regery is also not particularly relevant here. Is there any... I don't know if there's anything I'd want to take out for Venser at this point. Surgical is not terrible. Yeah, I don't think we need it. I think we're fine like this. We have 18 creatures, but we also have the 4 Mutavault still. That's okay. I don't really want to cut any land. Like, actually, we could cut 1, but I don't know. What do we bring in for that 1? Guess maybe we could cut an island and bring in like Tidebinder Mage. Actually, if they're bringing in Xantid Swarms, we probably do need Tidebinder. That's worth mentioning. Okay, Coral Helm's probably not relevant, or it's if we're on a stalled board state, Coral Helm might be okay. Maybe I'll take out 1 Relic because they're not really good with Chalice in 1. All right, let's try it like this. Alright, so this is Ad Nauseam Tendrils. Alright, well, he managed to get there. His Ad Nauseam was very good. I mean, this is really good if he doesn't have, like, a turn 1 duress. It's really bad if he doesn't, but I guess we're just gonna hope. Or no, never mind. We can play Chalice in 0, actually. That's not the worst. Oh, fuck, why do we... I guess... Dismember is not totally dead because it deals with Xantid Swarm, but like we probably should have sided this out. I forgot this was even in the main deck. Alright, so how do we want to deal this? I think I'm going to play Chalice in 0 because we don't have any way to protect it. Like, if he duresses us, he'll take duress. Now he has to win with no Lotus Petals and no LEDs. Unless he can find, like, a removal spell for this thing, so... Yeah, so he takes Lord of Atlantis here. So be it. Alright, well, that means we're... Unless we draw a fishy, we're going to play Mutavault so we can start attacking. Okay, well, that is a fishy. Okay, so this isn't great because I guess let's attack. Hoping he doesn't have Abrupt Decay, but it really looks like he probably does. He's probably just going to kill Chalice and storm out. Wasn't a terribly good keep, but I don't know. We lose to Abrupt Decay on Chalice anyway. Now he can probably just go off with impunity from here. Like, he knows that we don't have Force of Will up. Yeah, alright. I think we're going to lose to Ant. That's what it looks like. That's unfortunate, because like he had pretty good disruption for this, so... Alright. I guess if he just leaves these on top, then we're probably in a lot of trouble. It's 4 cards, so... He did choose to shuffle, so maybe we have a better chance than we think. I mean, I guess we're playing Mutavault, and so that's a new one. He doesn't know that we can't flash something in. This puts him at 9, so if we draw a Lord, he does die. So we can attack him down to 1 next turn. This is looking pretty bad. I mean... Or I guess... Yeah, drawing a Lord's actually not going to do it either, because we need mana to activate these, so... the best we can do is put him to 1 life and hope that he just is not going to be able to use Ad Nauseam to go off. Even, like, Ad Nauseam from 9 life is not super safe, but I think he's in a position where probably has to do it now, and just... We're kind of hoping that if he goes for Ad Nauseam, he just does not draw enough cards to kill us. Seems unlikely that that would be the case, but alright. So Brainstorm first. Alright, so it's not a ritual, so he's not committed to doing it this turn. If we draw a Force of Will, like, that's I think we still are better off just putting him to 1. Okay. So Duress, so he's seen to see how safe it is, so that's fine. F6. That's probably bad. Alright, here we go. We're about, let's see. Alright, can you ad nauseum, or what's going on here? You might not need to. Infernal Tutor, I guess what, you get Past in Flames, right? Past in Flames so that you can flashback Infernal Tutor again. Okay. Enjoy your deck. This was tough. Like, our hand in this game is not super great, and we didn't quite get there in the first one, so yeah, this means ad nauseum kills us. He knows we have no island, so we can just like cast it and kill us right now. Neat. Alright, done. Well, that's frustrating. I mean, you could make an argument maybe we should have mulliganed a little bit more in that game. That could have been a reasonable plan. Oh, sorry. Having both like duress or what no, the Thoughtseize and Abrupt Decay though means that we probably did not have a very good chance in that game. Alright, let's do this. Sure, fine. Keep. Mold to 6, alright. Does Delver even exist anymore? It's been like forever since we played against it. I mean, this is a fine hand. We just have a bunch of like lords and a force. Which means in this kind of hand, you probably just want to play all the lords first. Obviously, depending on what they do. If he mulls to 5, like, then I feel really good about this. Okay, so he kept. It's fine. What else you got? Delta. Okay. True Name is a very good card for us here. We just need to get one more land to get it online, but if we're up against like a Delver deck, then this should be a pretty good keep. That doesn't fill me with good feelings. This feels like it might be Storm again. Alright, well, if it's Storm, the fastest route to victory is probably just playing a bunch of Lords. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it could also be like a Delver deck still. Maybe they'll Fatal Push this. I'd have thought that they'd played a Brainstorm or something at this point, so I just want to put pressure in the field. Entomb. Oh, it's Reanimator. Okay. Let's not do that then. Yeah, in that case, then this True Name Nemesis is not going to be very good against that. Okay, so we're up against Reanimator. Well, they didn't get to Entomb anything yet, so we might be in a good spot here. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's whip this bad boy out. Let's attack first. Chalice on 1 should put us pretty far ahead. Yeah. Alright, so that's helpful. Let's see. Cavern. Name Merfolk. Let's play Marrow Reegery. I actually did not tap that for a blue, so he could force it, but he might not have noticed that. Okay, so we're probably in a good spot here. 'Cause, yeah, like, Chalice is just going to shut him down. Let's see. Untap the Cavern of Souls, so then we can play the Benthic Biomancer. Attack. Guess we'll just untap Cavern. So we have lethal on board, and we can still potentially crack a Grove if we need to draw for a force for some reason. But I think this should be good. Even if they put like Gristlebrand in play, like they're still fucked. Alright, good. So they kept a really shaky 6. They were banking on that Entomb, finding something for the graveyard, so that's good. So let's bring in all of our 0 mana interaction spells with it. Echoing Truth and Karakas, fine. So True Name Nemesis, you are useless. Dismember is useless against like 7/7s. Chalice, very good. I mean, the rest of these are fine. Maybe not Regery. It's hard to... let's see what... Tidebinder is also probably not that great. Bring in one more card here. Oh, well, we need the relics, duh. Okay, and then we'll, I guess, what else? Can cut like an Aether Vial. Actually, I don't think we really need the Aether Vials in this. Like, they're just gonna die. Like, we want to put Chalice on 1 usually, and honestly, all of our we're only keeping in like 2 mana creatures. You know what? Maybe we just don't need Vial for the Reanimator deck. And that gives us room to bring in the 2 Vencers because they can also bounce things. You know what? I like this because the Relic, like if we play either Relic or Chalice, that's probably fine. And Biomancer can get cast via the Cavern of Souls, and everything else is fine. So we kept 20 creatures. We have tons of blue cards. Yeah, I think this is okay. I don't think we really... Vial is like not necessary in this deck because they don't really run removal, or we don't need instant speed tricks with it. This is okay. We have Force and potentially Relic, so I'm willing to keep this. And even like Trickster and Venser maybe will do something. Okay. No like Chancellor effect, that's good. So we will definitely play Relic in turn 1. What are you going to go for? Dark Ritual, sure. What do you got? Entomb, I am going to counter that. I will exile, I guess, Venser. Okay, so they wasted 2 cards there. That's good. And he mulled to 6 this game, so that's also fantastic. So if we untap with the Relic, then it's very unlikely they can actually come back here. Alright, sick. So we're gonna just play Chalice on 1. That should lock them out pretty much. Yeah, I think we got this. Like, I have a hard time imagining like the Reanimator deck is gonna beat this. And I mean, like the Karakas is this is also just kind of overkill at this point, but we'll play it. Like, we just had it. We'll level this up once. That is kind of greedy, but I think that they can't entomb anything into the graveyard right now, and they can't like they'd have to unmask something. Like they're gonna have a hard time putting anything in the graveyard, and like even the Relic, like maybe is fine. I don't know. That could have been too greedy, though. Maybe we should have just not used it that turn. It probably was, because there was a potential that... Alright, well, I think they're just dead now. I think, yeah, level 2. We can level this next turn. Alright, let's get in there. If they don't do anything, I'll flash in Trickster. But I'm going to be a lot more careful with this right now. So they might just be trying to get to a point where they discard. Let's see. Options are... Actually, I'm going to play this on 0. Because I want to hold up the force. But this is a lock that I don't think they can reasonably break. Alright, so cleanup step, he's going to get to discard. So first things first, let's get rid of that Reanimate. The Mutavault's not attacking this turn, so we'll just do that. But yeah, no, we've got this one, like, super hard. He's dead like 3 ways from Sunday at this point. Elish Norn, I think, is the only thing that could potentially save him, and there's no way he can get it in play, so... Alright, well, we beat the blue-black Reanimator deck, so let's see if we can, like, actually come back here. So, yeah, we beat Eldrazi. We had a very, very close game against Black-Green Depths. We beat the blue-black Reanimator, but, what was the last one? Storm got, or Ad Nauseam Tendrils got us, so... And usually, like, if this is a match where I think we have a reasonably good chance, but it is still, like, really based upon, you know, opening hands. If you have enough, like, disruption in your opening hand, you can pretty easily kill them, but if they have enough stuff like Duress and Abrupt Decay to get through it, might all be for nothing. They have a lot of stuff to bring in, stuff like Carpet of Flowers and Zented Swarm, Abrupt Decays, Assassin's Trophies. I don't think they're bringing in Trophy. I think normally it's just Decay. Maybe stuff like Echoing Truth or Chain of Vapor. Yeah, there's like a bajillion cards in their sideboard they can try to use to counter us, but Reanimator deck just did not have it that time. We countered, they had no disruption, like no like discard spells to protect their Entomb, and then they just died without it. And I mean, so that's how it goes sometimes. Like, they just have to keep it and hope for the best. Oh well. Come on, let's finish strong. Let's at least get our entry back. That would be nice. Come on. Alright, on the play. Good. Excellent. Okay, so I think that I'm going to keep this, but there's definitely, if we're up against a combo deck, we're probably just going to lose. But that's the game we play here. Cavern of Souls naming what? Human? Eldrazi? There's no way it's Merfolk. Human, okay, so... that's probably not a good sign. We might be up against Infect, which means this Trickster might be important, and this Coral Helm might be important. How do we do this? I mean, we could also... it's tough. Do I want to get this Vial out this turn? Because it means that then we're falling behind in whatever stupid nonsense they're doing. I'm trying to think, like, what's going to play Cavern of Souls and Humans in Noble Hierarch. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think Infect would do this. This might just be like a green-white kind of deck. Are we going to play a long game here? Like, is this just going to eat like Swords to Plowshares? I think I'm going to try to... I'm going to put... If I put Vial out right now, like... I don't know. You know what? We might be better off just holding up Trickster next turn and playing Vial. So if that's the case... I'm going to play the... this is tough. Alright. How do we... I'm trying to imagine, like, how we get through all this. Alright, let's play the Lord. That was a very, very hard turn to draw that. Like, there's not... Even next turn, now we have to decide, do we want to play, like, one of these two in Vial, or do we want to play Regery? This might just be Humans in Legacy, like... And I mean, and that the thing is, like, if this is Humans, we just need to put a clock on the board quickly before shit gets out of hand. And so that makes me inclined to maybe play, like, Coral Helm and Vial next turn. Or even just hold up Trickster, that's fine. Somebody might have just decided they want to play fucking... Alright, well, Vial's not coming out. So now we're definitely playing Mirror Regery so we can attack. Just put power on the board and hope that's enough. See, here's the other cool thing. Now we can play, like, Coral Helm Commander and, like, level it up twice. Well, okay, now we're not going to do that. Okay. We can still play Coral Helm and tap down Thalia. That's bad. Alright. Alright, so how do we want to go about this now? I don't think he can attack here. This Thalia's Lieutenant is extremely vulnerable right now. Alright, so that was fantastic. So we'll play Biomancer and kill this thing first. Or actually, no, we're not going to do that. No, we'll just... No, we're going to untap. We need to put Biomancer in play, sorry. So yeah, we'll untap. We can play Coral Helm and kill it. And then level it up once. What's the alternative? I could also play Trickster and tap this down and that down. That thing is so vulnerable. Like, if I just tap these two creatures down and just attack for 6, like that could do it. That might be fine. I could just play Tricks. I want to hold back Trickster because, alright, how do I want to do this? I could actually just animate Mutavault and attack with it. No, I can't because of Thalia. So I guess... Could level up Coral Helm twice. Yeah, let's just... Nah, I'm going to level it up once. I just want this thing off the board. Univault's going to eat a Wasteland at some point in the near future anyway. Just pass. This is rough. So no attacks, but next turn we have Trickster tapping down both of these, and then we can attack for like 1 billion. I like this the most. That was hard to decide how I wanted to sequence that, but I wanted to make sure I used the Mutavault because it's not going to last long. They're going to Wasteland it for sure. This has flying, which is really great. Looks like they just have a bunch of mana sources, and their attacks are not super great because they're also facing a bunch of damage, and I think Trickster's going to be great here. If we draw another land, then, I don't know, maybe there's a reality in which we can adapt Biomancer and trade one of these vials for something. Illusion, huh? Alright, Meddling Mage. What are you gonna Meddling Mage? Merfolk Trickster would be the correct choice here, but do you know that? True name Nemesis. Okay. Well, I mean, to be fair, you did not know that, so that's fine. Okay, so you're going to Phantasmal Image it now. I mean, you could also just pick Thalia's Lieutenant, which is okay. Yep, that's fine. Ooh. That's interesting. Can I kill you? Look what happens. I can tap these two down, so that's 3, 6, 9, 13. It's not enough. However, I can tap these down when you go to attack next turn, so I could take 11 and go to 9. That's fine. Coral Helm. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I think maybe I'll just send in these two dummies. I mean, they could trade like 2 of these with this and then take 3. It puts them at 14. But we'll have Trickster to tap down these two, and then Coral Helm can tap down their last creature. I don't know, that's close. We're getting to the point where like these attacks matter. I can't attack with the Reedery, and I don't really want to trade Master with the Meddling Mage either. They have 1 card in hand. I think I just attack with these two and then Trickster these two down in their combat step. There's also a chance they might not block, so... But I think that we'll be okay here. So I have a 4/4 blocker, and I can take out their 2 biggest things. Okay, that's pretty good for us. I think we got a shot at this. Just hoping they draw nothing this turn. If they draw like another Thalia's Lieutenant, that could be a problem. But we definitely have to tap both of these down. So what are the 2 cards you have in your hands right now? That's alright. Reflector Mage? That would be terrible. It looks like that's what's happening, though. Oh no, Mantis Rider. Wait, really? You tap for red. I mean, this is getting down to the wire. Like, these attacks are going to be very close. So I'm thinking he probably has Mantis Rider in hand, and then 1 mystery card, maybe Reflector Mage. No? What's it? Okay, so what is it? Because I'm assuming that's what the red mana is for. Alright, so it looks like it is Mantis Rider. Alright, that's fine. Actually, I probably should have did that in response, but really it's not that big a deal. Alright, so here's where we gotta Trickster this stuff down. Let's tap down Thalia's Lieutenant here. Yes. Okay. And what do we want? What else do we want to tap here? Probably this Thalia's, yeah, itself. So, all right. So now your attacks are not good at all. Okay, you still should have attacked with that. That was a mistake. So, Lord of Atlantis probably is good enough here. So they're going to block 2 things, which means they can block these 2, but then this is going to be... yeah, that should be game. Let's tap down, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Sure. Mararegery really pulling its weight today, so Lord off the top is really what we needed there. Because I think otherwise we would have been a point short. So like now, yeah, alright. That was super close. That definitely could have went the other way, but we kind of got lucky. Alright, so we're also very fortunate that we have Tidebinder Mage in the sideboard, which is going to help us a lot against this deck. Echoing Truth is going to help, and probably Venser. Chalice of the Void is actually not very good against their deck, so let's take that out. And Force of Will is also probably really bad. Here's the question, like, do we believe this deck has, like, Stoneforge Mystic in it? That's definitely a possibility. I mean, they could have also put, like, Swords to Plowshares in the deck, too. No, well, probably not. No, because their mana base really sucks. So, actually, they probably don't have that. Alright, is there any reason? We could bring in the Caracas just to bounce the Thalia, but that's also not really where we want to be most of the time. Yeah, I don't think the rest of these really do very much. I mean, Caracas on Venser is like cute, like interaction, but I don't know what I'd want to cut for it. Maybe I could cut another Force and bring in Caracas. Because I don't think the Force does very much except counter Aether Vial. It's very unlikely that it's going to counter a creature that's important. You may have the upper hand in Modern, but I think that Merfolk has got a good, or at least this version of this deck has a good chance at beating them here. True Name is really strong, so we'll see. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to run it like this. I don't think Force is great, but the rest of those cards are not much better. This is okay. We can keep this. We can go turn 1 Vial. Alright, that's fine. Ah, that is sick! Yes! Tidebinder Mage coming through for us. Okay, so that's going to be huge. If we can nab like a Mantis Rider with this, that'll be great. Champion of the Parish? Fine. Okay, well, they're stuck on 1 mana, so that's also super helpful. Let's just start jamming Lords before they can do anything about it. Next turn, maybe we'll put out Coral Helm and level it up. Alright. We're just going to have to race these champions. See, did he mulligan? 7 cards, 7 cards. Okay, nope. Alright. 2. So what do you got? Thalia's Lieutenant, I'm guessing? Yeah, alright. This is it. We're racing to see who can get the biggest board the quickest. He's on the play, so I mean, it very possibly could be him. Jeez! Alright. Like, all the white creatures this time, and, like, none of the other one. Like, no Noble Hierarchs, no Mantis Rider this time. This was quite a start, I gotta be honest. We can't block this. Like, it's not reasonable to do so. Alright. So, yes, tick it up. This is not going to be great, because they can just Mother of Runes and give this protection from blue. Mother of Runes is really good here, I gotta be honest. It could animate this Mutavault to block one of these at some point, but I think this turn we just need to dump another Lord into play. Alright, pass. We cannot attack. We're going to have to block this thing. I don't like this. If this is Thali's lieutenant, we're probably just dead. He is like... okay, that's fine. Well, I mean, it's actually not fine. It has flying, and that's going to make life hard. But it's also pumping up his board a lot, so, like... This was probably the way to go about this game. How do we want to do this here? I could play a Lord, and, like, we have to block these. Like, that's just how it is. If I put Tidebinder out, it's a 4/4. No, that's fine, I guess. No matter what we do here, like, none of these blocks are good. He can just wait and give... Like, we have to block at least this thing. Can give it protection from blue and kill a Lord, and then we go to 1. I don't know. This game is pretty much locked at this point for our opponent, so... I guess let's just... We could kill the biggest one with, like, 2, 3... No matter what's going to happen here, like, this is just going to suck. All of these things are going to... Well, this is going to die, and then that's going to die. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, we're screwed. It doesn't matter. Never did he not have it, so... There's another Thales. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Like, we are dead. There's nothing getting around this at this point. Opponent just had way, way too aggressive of a start there. That's how it is, I guess. I don't think we can really change any of this. I think this just kind of has to be how it is. Alright, let's run it back. I would love to be on the play. This is okay. We have Vile. And we have True Name Nemesis, so we can tick Vile up into True Name. I guess we're praying to draw a blue source next turn so we can start deploying creatures. Because we really need this. Alright. It's fine. Yes. Alright, well, that's how it's going to be, I guess. I really want to... Okay, he has double Vile hands. That's... Okay. Yes! Oh, thank you, God. There's a chance here. Okay. Merfolk. Deal. This card makes this matchup so much better for it. Why did I not get to attack? What the fuck just happened? I thought I just attacked. No! Jesus. Did I just, like, not... I just clicked OK and not attacked with this thing? Oh my god. I'm just trying to throw this away. Actually, no, never mind. I just played this stupid thing. Yeah, it can't attack. That's what the little swirly thing means. I'm stupid. Alright, that's fine. Alright, Noble Hierarch, that's fine. Yeah, that's... So I'm probably just going to Trickster down whatever creature they put into play. And then we can play Mutavault, attack with Mutavault, or play Mutavault, play Lord, attack, and then if they put another creature in, we can Trickster that down too. Alright, that's fine. I think that we're in a really good spot here, because we're threatening to attack for like 7 damage, or 10 damage? Yeah, at least. Alright, no. No. Let's... Kite Sail Freebooter. Okay, that's fine. You can do that. I have nothing you can take. You know what my hand looks like, though, so... No. I wanna do stuff. Okay. Yeah, so let's Trickster this down. Now, True Name Nemesis does not have haste. Now, regardless of how awesome it would be if True Name had haste, it doesn't. That's also incredibly strong. So let's see. Let's do this first. So, newly controlled, so we want to animate this one. And if he puts a creature in play to try to block something, we can tap it down. Okay. What do we got? Phantasmal Image. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's gonna happen, I guess. He has Phantasmal Image to copy my True Name Nemesis, I guess. Yeah, that's a thing. Okay. I mean, this is still fine, though. Like, he's gonna have a hard time attacking into us. True Name Nemesis should be able to carry this game. And I might actually tick Vial up so I can put Fencer into play. It's like, this thing can't really attack at this point. So we're just threatening to attack him for a lot. What are you gonna violin on 3 that you're gonna... Oh, you want to put a counter on like Mantis Rider or something? Do I really care about that? I mean, there's nothing I can really do about it at this point. It's gonna happen, so yeah, that's fine. Yep. Sure. Yep. So, I think I'm gonna just Trickster this thing down right now. Because then Fencer can potentially bounce it at some point here. You gotta be kind of careful, though. Well, the other option is, like, if I draw a land, then I can hardcast Venser, but it'd have to be an island. I think I'm willing to tick Vial up, because we only have, like, 2 turns to get there here. That's fine. How do I want to go about this? Could attack with True Name, put him to 9, and then how else do I get there? He's going to attack for a bunch. It's got 2 cards in hand. How do I get there? Could attack with a Mutavault right now, and I could attack him for a lot of damage, and then just threaten to kill him the following turn. Where I could, like, bounce Mantis Rider and then block something. Nothing has first strike, so, like, what would happen here if I attack? He could block. He'd only take 7 damage. I guess here we just need to attack with True Name and just get there like that. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to see what happens with this. I might want to Venser this turn. So, yep. There's also a chance I might crack this Waterlogged Grove if I like this attack, because I can tick File up. Can't be that... I can't... Yeah, that's fine. That's not really going to do anything. Uh-huh. So how is this looking? If I cast Venser right now, is that going to do it? No, because I could... I don't think that's enough here. Taking 6 and going to 10 is not great. However, I think that we're fine, because we can attack, what, for 4 and maybe... I don't know. If I go to 10, that means I'm definitely going to take at least 3 damage from this, so I'm effectively at 7, which means I'd have to like bounce this and block this. And then I'm also potentially taking another 4 damage, so we have to... Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but I think that's where we're at right now. I'm not gonna... I'm just gonna take it. True Name can get in there. That'll be okay. Here, I'm gonna crack the Grove for a card. I mean, I could have actually done this first, because if it's Echoing Truth, I might have wanted to bounce that. Well, actually, no. If it's okay, well, no, that's fine. Well, that's perfect, because that's going to help a lot. Because now we kill him in 2 turns, so... We just have to not die this turn. Yes, we're going to tick it up to 4. Alright. So what does this look like now? Could cast Master of the Pearl Trident and tap down, like, one of these things. And so I could take out 2 blockers here. So he's going to take 5. And he has... So we have 1, 2, 3 things to block with. And he needs to block at... Yeah, he needs to block all of them, actually. He has 2 cards in hand, though, so that's another problem. Do we go all in here? Because if... What happens if we go all in at this point? It's 4 and 3. I mean, there's a possibility there's like another Mantis Rider. But I feel like if there was another Rider, he might have just played it, though. Could have attacked for 7 that turn instead of just 6. Reflector Mage is also an option at the moment. Do I want to try to kill him now? So I gotta figure out, what am I doing with this Master of the Pearl Trident? I can play it and then decide if I want to attack with all these things, or if I want to try to block. Like, what happens if he does have another Mantis Rider? I'm just gonna die to that probably anyway, because I don't have any flying creatures, and then he can attack me for very lethal, that I can't block. It's already gonna be 6, 9 damage. I'm getting it. No, okay, never mind. So, I'm already getting attacked for lethal. So, okay, I think we do have to just go for it here. If he has a creature to put into play, then we're fucked. If not, then maybe we get there. Right? Yeah, because we're taking... Yeah, if he attacks with all the flyers, that's going to be 5, 9, and then 11 damage. So, alright, this is our line. We have to just do this and hope for the best. What do I want to tap here? I guess I want to try to make him block with the flying creatures. Yes. So he still has 4 blockers right now, and I need to get 2 of these things through. So I have to either bounce the Kite Sail Freebooter or this guy. Because if I bounce the Mantis Rider, he can just vial it back in. And I think here it's probably this guy. That seems like the best one to bounce because he can't... I think that's fine. Alright. This is my best. If you have a 4 or a 3 drop it to put into play and block them, you probably kill me. But I could not reasonably, like, I don't want to wait another turn because there's way too many things that could happen. Like, if you just play another Thalia's Lieutenant, then that hits for 5, that hits for 3, and that just still kills me that way. Like, assuming the best case scenario, like, I don't know, like, I think I'm better off just... there are more things you could probably draw, maybe like Reflector Mage or something that... Would that even... I don't know, like, it's pretty close. I just want to try to kill him and end this. He either is going to have a creature and block, or he's not going to, so... He had 2 cards in hand, and, like, Vial on 4 and 3 makes me feel like there's probably not much. And I mean, like, again, if he has, like, another Mantis Rider, we would have died anyway. But I think... I don't know, like, there's just so many ways this can go poorly, I guess. Alright, well, I think we're dead. It's just... that's probably bad for us. Palace Jailer... Alright, well, fuck, then we're gonna die. I don't know, maybe this wasn't the attack we needed to make. I don't know what if he was going to draw something that was going to kill us. He could have. He can exile, yeah, like, that's probably just it, so. I don't think there's any way that we come back from this at this point. Yeah, I think you need that guy. So we're at 7, like... You can only attack for 6 flying right now, but I think if any one of these other creatures gets through, then we're going to die, so... Yeah, that's going to kill off both of these things. I'll go to 4, and then I think we're dead. We only have 2 blockers in the ground, which means, like, we have to block, like, this thing and probably this thing. I don't know, maybe. Okay, well, that probably bodes poorly. So we have 3 blockers at the moment. I don't know, maybe, I don't know if this is it, like... So Venser, you block here. Regery, you block here. And we can't block the rest of these 5. So, oh shit, are we gonna, like, pull this out of our ass? I don't know. I guess, like, this. Oh, we're not dead! We're not dead! Okay. Fuck. Alright, well, we're fine. So, we're still alive. That was not enough. Okay, is there any way that we, like, lose here? I don't think so. We just attack with True Name Nemesis, and that's No, fuck it. It doesn't matter. Like, either this is gonna be good enough to win or it's not. Merfolk. I'm not taking a chance on like something with first strike trying to kill us. Jesus Christ. Okay. I feel like I don't know if I believe in that attack. Like, there's a lot of math, and I was running out of time to figure that out. So, all right, you have 2 cards in hand. What's your plan? Like, True Name is gonna kill you. So. Okay, well, despite some very, very shaky math and shaky decision making, we managed to win anyway. Okay, I'll take it. You know what? That's fine. I think that him drawing like Thalia's Lieutenant probably could have done the trick there, but I don't know. We probably were going to die to that, and if he had like Mantis Rider, I think we were going to die either way. It's hard to say what the right choice was. Like, maybe there's an argument where just attack with True Name Nemesis is fine, and then just Vile Vents are in. I don't know. I don't know if that was the right choice or not, but you know what? We got there in the end anyway, because turns out this card is really good against other fair decks. So yeah, we lost to our Ad Nauseam Tendrils opponent, and what the hell is the other one that we lost to? I already forgot. Like, I know. Oh, Black Green Depths. Like, yeah, that's fine. You know, one of those is like a coin flip. Like, you know, I think we're very close against Black Green Depths, and we just kind of lost in that. And the other one, like, I think our mulligan decision in Game 2 against Ad Nauseam Tendrils was a little bit risky. Like, we probably should have mulliganed a little more aggressively than that. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I just saw, like, Chalice and, like, okay, this is a good card against them. But not having a way to protect it to get it on 1 was probably not enough. And especially if we would have mulled to, like, I don't know, 2 Chalices, like, that could have been much better. So, I think this list was fine. Yeah, I think that, you know, the next Legacy I run, I'm probably not going to change this. I'll just run it back like this and see if it's okay. Yeah, it seemed reasonable, so. Okay, well, I hope that everybody enjoyed watching this, and, yeah, I definitely got really nervous there with the humans, and then at the end, just, I don't know, I just keep thinking about, like, okay, what are the things that they could have, and then just keep getting lost in the back and forth of that, so that attack there could have not worked, but at the same time, like, it seemed, I guess it worked out in the end, so, you know, it's like better lucky than good, I guess. I don't know. Fishies is strong. This list looks pretty good. We did get to see Coral Helm doing its thing against Depths. It did really give us a chance. Like, it put them in a position with, like, 2 cards left. It has to be a removal spell or they're dead, so... I mean, I like this. Reejery even got some good usage, being able to tap things down and force through damage against decks without islands. That was really important. So, even like the Dismember, I think this is still probably fine in the deck. I think we did cast it against Eldrazi and it helped a lot, so. I'm gonna say we boarded in every card too, which is that's surprising. In the course of 5 games, like every one of these cards did come into the deck. So that makes me feel good about the sideboard here. That means every card was relevant. So we're probably doing something right on it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes next time. So what's going to happen is I'm assuming that Hogak is going to get banned tomorrow. So Modern will become a playable format again. And once that happens, then I will start doing Modern on this channel again. I just don't feel like there's any value in trying to like beat a metagame that's going to change in a week because Hogak is just... It's like the worst thing since Eldrazi Winter. Like, I don't think that if you're going to play competitive Modern right now, it just seems stupid not to be playing Hogak. And like that's how it was with Eldrazi. It just seems stupid not to be playing Eldrazi when that was a thing. So it's going to go away, and then Modern Merfolk will, I think, be on mostly even footing with the rest of the decks, where we can, like, instead of having to devote things in order to beat Hogak and the rest of the format, we can just worry about them. and hopefully everything gets toned down enough where I mean, let's be real. Modern is not going to become great because they banned Hogak. The format was a trash fire before Hogak, and it just burned brighter when they added it. So, I remember Mythic Championship 2, the most played card in that format was Surgical Extraction. So it's not like it's any better than, Leyline of the Void. I don't know. I think that mono red prowess and Is It Phoenix will still continue to be good, and I also think Dredge is going to continue to be really good. Basically, any Faithless Looting deck is still going to be dumb, but also, like, Urza's Thopter Sword deck is going to be strong, so maybe there is some good reason to go in for blue-green, because Collector Oath is going to be really strong. I don't know, we'll see. But I think what my plan is going to be, I'll aim to do one Modern and one Legacy a week so that everybody gets their things. I enjoy, like, this Legacy format a lot. I'm kind of sad that like this deck is actually doing fine because I do think that Simic is something I'm interested in, but I'm also not interested in throwing away a list that seems like it's working. We haven't missed Silvergill at all here, so that's worth mentioning. Like, Reejerey and Coralhelm have been doing quite fine covering for Silvergill Adept. I think that, just having more beef on the board and more ways to deal with like flying or things that can interact and push through damage like Reejerey's, that seems good. And having a better curve to where there's like more 3-drops so you can tick Vile up to 3 more, like I think that's also good. It seems reasonable. So yeah, but Simic might come back at some point. I don't think that we've seen the last of it. I think that once the format like figures out the best way to deal with Ren and 6, like if and I mean, I don't know if that means like it'll get banned at some point, or if maybe the next set will give us some tools that'll help against it. When just being that vulnerable to Wastelands makes me uncomfortable, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. And I think that we can cover most of the same holes against stuff like Plague Engineer and Ren and 6 without needing to make our mana base more fragile than it already is. Like, the third Waterlogged Grove is maybe a little bit greedy, but it seems like it's fine. We won that last game at 1 life anyway, so, we're fine. Pushing it a little bit, but I don't think I want all 4 of them. I think I'd be fine with just 2, but 3 is also worth trying for a little while. And if we need to put 1 more island back in, so be it. But, no, the Wasteland is... I don't want to lose to Wasteland. Like, that's... One of the reasons to play Merfolk is that you get to play lots of basic lands so Wasteland doesn't get to ruin you, and the Simic does seem to have a problem with that, where I lost like a bunch of games to Wasteland that I otherwise would not have lost, so... And at the same time, stuff like Blast Zone was just a lot better against it, because you have more 2-drops instead of the 3-drops. That's another thing I guess I should mention. Like, having more 3-drops in the deck means we're less vulnerable to stuff like Ratchet Bomb and Blast Zone, which means we're a little bit better against stuff like Eldrazi, and a little bit better against like Knight of the Reliquary decks if they're going to tutor for that. Because I think Reejerey's has some extra value against them, being able to tap stuff down and give us a way to attack through when we don't have Island Walk, so that I like that a lot. It just, the cost of doing business is now we need to have 3 mana more consistently, and so 21 lands is kind of important for that. And then also, Biomancer is weaker against Plague Engineer than Kamena Speaker, so I don't know. If the format shifts away from Wastelands and more towards even more engineers, then maybe Simic comes back. But otherwise, I think we're going to stick with this for a while. So that's kind of where I'm at with this at the moment. So I don't know. We'll see how things shake out, and maybe at some point we'll change. But for right now, I think this is solid. We'll keep going forward with this. All right, I've rambled for long enough. All right, it's time to call it a night. All right, take care, everybody. Yeah, like I said, go check out Ishton's art on Twitter. Like, Ishton does amazing work, and I think the commissions are open right now, and absolutely beautiful stuff. I had Ishton commission foil Master of Waves elemental tokens for me, and they're absolutely beautiful. So I absolutely loved it. I highly recommend everybody go check out its art. It's great. So, yeah, and I think that for the foreseeable future, we're going to see the Augur of Bolas over on our frame here, because combines the two things I love about Magic, Merfolk and Nicol Bolas. So, all right, that's it. Finally, I know I'm done. Good night, everybody.